Y'all, I remember when they had me so scared of drugs. Yo, when I say I was like fourth grade when I first saw the whole "This is your brain on drugs" video, I remember they showed that ish in school. They had Dare, they had like all these different warnings about like, they were just so adamant to make sure that the 80s never happened again. Because I'm a kid from the 90s. So I had, school, I was like fourth grade. And they pulled in that TV and they popped in that DVD and we watched all them videos about how dangerous drugs is and how dangerous this was. And they just wanted us to be so aware so we don't do it again. Baby, I was scared. I didn't know what a drug was. I was so young. Like I was so scared. I was so scared to the point that I didn't even want to put on stickers. Because I remember it was one part of the video where they were like, oh, because they were teaching about psychedelics. They were teaching us about PCP and all types of stuff was in that video. I'm like, I'm too young for this. Man, and then it had cartoons. They had like a little cartoon version for the kids. I was so scared to go near a needle. I didn't want to go near the doctor's needle. I mean, they had me scared, okay? I was traumatized. Because I'm one of those kids that did not like New Jack Swing. I'm one of these adults that don't like New Jack Swing. I do not like any movie that has a needle in it. I turn my face every time. I hate it. Absolutely not. Whole phobia. Like, I'm so scared of needles. I had my kid with no medication. My child, I birthed her straight out, freedom. No meds, no IV, nothing. I'm like, nope, not doing it, not ever. I don't even like getting my blood drawn. It's a whole fight. And I think it mainly because I saw that video way too young. It might have scarred me for life. Traumatized me even, okay? But when I say I was not out here putting on stickers because I saw that video because they said that people were getting high off of stickers back in the day, like they were putting drugs in the stickers. I was like, yo, and the tattoos and the things that you use. My mom was so adamant that she did not let me play with the fruit roll up, the little tattoo things that you used to put on your tongue. My mom, she's like from the 70s. So she's like, yeah, no, anything close to remotely close to a drug, not doing it. When I, so I'm like, yo, to this day, I look at people who do drugs like you decided to do heroin even though you knew what it was. You on that oh no, coke. Oh no, you doing that on purpose? When people were out here popping Molly and on lean, I was like, you're doing what? You're missing who with who what? Why? Is life really that hard for you? And I'm just gonna stick over here to my alcohol. Yes, ma'am. If life is that hard, I'm gonna stick to alcohol because no way am I doing more than that. No, no. I had up until from second grade until about eighth grade, they drilled into our heads to this is your brain on drugs. To the point where they were I soaked it all in and was like, no, ma'am, I don't want no parts of that. And then when like we got legalized, by the time we got legalized, I already have found out that it's mostly a plant and that, people just use it wrong and yada, 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 yada. So I was like, okay, whatever. That's not technically a drug. And not to realize, just to get older and realize that most of our medication is technically drugs. They're the real chemicals. But those things, I remember watching the movies of like the 80 crack babies. I'm like, Lord Jesus, no, I don't want none of that. 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 Although that looks terrible. That looks terrible. And so when people do it, I'm just like this. You saw your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin all fall. We watched Snowfall and we watched every drug lord movie possible from Scarface to American Dream, and you still decided to do. We had Dare in school, and you still decided this is what you wanted to do with your life. I'm judging. I'm judging because I'm judging. It's different if you got hooked on pain pills. That's completely different. But you everything else, no. And y'all out here doing fentanyl. I read up what the hell fentanyl was. Absolutely not. Anything that I gotta make, I don't even want to be a part of. If it's not naturally from a tree and something that's supposed to heal my body and actually don't have me out here hallucinating and looking like a crackhead, I don't want it. I don't want it. And I think it's because back in the day, they really drilled into our head like, this is your brain on drugs. It's fried, it's died, it's laid to the side. And I'm like, I don't want my brain fried, died, and laid to the side. No, ma'am. No, I just, and then going to college. But going to college was an interesting situation because I'm in the artist group and everybody is doing acid and they're out here with the shrooms and the psychedelics and they're like, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm like, I'm okay. Did we grow up in the same era? Okay, do you, boo? Do you over there though? I'm not. No. I'm not even sharing the blood. Absolutely not. We're not. Mm-mm. I seen too many stories. I heard too many stories. They scarred me. They scarred me. I'm clean over here. I'm good. Mm-mm. Y'all sharing needles? I will never. I could never understood. I could never understand. Like, how hard in your life do you have to be? And then it was girls. There were girls who would just get hooked up by their like boys. I'm like, okay, it's one thing to get tricked and have something sprinkled, but it's another thing to willingly participate. Like, absolutely not. I'm good. I'm so good. So thank God for Dare. And the Your Brain's on Drugs videos and all the teachers and parents and everybody that just was so adamant about save the children. It's hilarious to see these same children end up the same way anyway, but it's not hilarious. It's actually messed up. Stay safe out there.